Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Andy Dalton and the New Orleans Saints.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field. And, of course, at quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
First play, first pass for Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A first carry for Rachaad White. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. This is White on the screen. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady gives this to White. And tough sledding.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Brady's got his guy. This is Gage. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Now Brady. And Brate has it over the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown.
Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. There's a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
They're led out by a 3-time Pro Bowler, owner of over 35,000 passing yards in 11 seasons, the veteran Andy Dalton.
I love his football IQ. I love his ability to have people rally around him. And as he likes to remind me all the time when I get ready to call one of his games, I can run it a little bit too. A nice presence to have on your team.
Dalton, 1st and 10.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. So Dalton now. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. First target, first catch, and a first down. Dalton. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense. Many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Dalton incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Dalton. That's complete right around the 8. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Play action here with Dalton. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Brady. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. To Evans on the slant. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Brady now on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Brady to throw. This is caught by Evans. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Brady. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And this one's high, but not very far. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final act of the first half, Dalton. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Now, that was a quality up front and wing in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw here, Dalton. Olave over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. Point at 7-6. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
56 for Mike, boys, 56.
Now Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. For the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Brady now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it
really setting the tone for this third quarter. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
That's how you get by, baby. That's how you get by.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And Dalton to throw. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So after the INT, that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. His throw incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Evans has it left side. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Brady now on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. To throw is Brady. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
It usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Brady. Touchdown! Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Buccaneers will add to their 4th quarter lead. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Suck up for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. Goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. Back to Kamara for another catch. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Andy Dalton. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. First down, here's White. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New York over what to do next. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Brady. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Dalton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play. Maybe give their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Here's Dalton. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Dalton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. So now Dalton. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Dalton wants to throw, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock rolling here. About to hit 30 seconds.
To be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Brady to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw, Brady. That's complete to White.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This a long one from 54. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Saints who are going to be in position to get the ball first as we are back underway and set for overtime. Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 91 yards rushing now for Kamara, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So now the first OT throw coming for Dalton. He's got Smith here. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action now, Dalton. He completes it to Olave. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to Kamara running right. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Dalton. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And it's caught. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I kind of figured that was coming.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. 5-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. And it's incomplete. Boy, he did. Brady going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And then throwing on first down is Brady. And he's taken down here by the Saints. David Onyemata, his second sack of the night.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
In a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And this is caught by... Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that Brady going to go on fourth down. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the fourth quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
So it's a win here for the Saints, and it was for a while their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he was instrumental in earning this victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.